How's it going? Welcome back to JamesChats. So I have one of these, which means that I can go literally any day of the year. I got the premium. Since I go to Disneyland so frequently, I thought I would share with you some tips and tricks for attending Disneyland successfully. Now this video is aimed more specifically towards the people who are trying to plan a trip to Disneyland, who have never been and might not be able to go again for like 10 years. It's a big deal. So to start out, there are some things that you definitely want to take with you to Disneyland. First, and arguably most importantly, fanny packs. Okay, that's what we call them here in the US. Apparently it's a dirty saying elsewhere, but we call them fanny packs. It's a hip bag, if you will. These we got on Etsy from a shop called Rave Craze. There'll be a link in the description down below. Now, part of the reason why I say bring a fanny pack is because I really don't recommend taking a backpack. They become very uncomfortable very fast, especially with the heat, because it's pretty hot, like 90% of the year at Disneyland. And backpack straps, oh, no. Of course, chances are you might be wanting to buy souvenirs that require a bigger bag, and for that, I recommend getting something like this. This is a drawstring bag. I got it in downtown Disney, and it's amazing. Next thing you want to bring with you is a smartphone with the Disneyland app installed on it. You can zoom in and be like, hey, what's the wait time for Space Mountain? It's closed for refurbishment right now. Okay, that's a bad example. Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, right? 35-minute wait, and you can look and see, okay, they are still giving out fast passes. And the return time is between 5, it's awesome. And they have more than just rides. They have like dining and restrooms, and it's just all the information you need about the parks in an app. And of course, bring good shoes. Something comfortable that provides support, because chances are you're gonna be walking and standing for like 13 hours straight. It's gonna be a long day. Okay, moving on to the planning stages, how you structure your day. You're going to want to have a game plan. As far as Disneyland and California Adventure are concerned, it would take weeks to do everything. Try to figure out what rides you really want to go on. If you've heard of them, chances are they're popular and in high demand. There's probably gonna be long lines, and to help combat those long lines, I recommend you get fast passes. They're free, they don't cost anything. You just go there ahead of time, put your card in the machine, and then it spits out a fast pass. This was for Splash Mountain. And the return time was 7:20 p.m., so we did not go on it. And thankfully, because I can go whenever I want, it wasn't a big deal that I didn't go on it. Anyways, this is what a fast pass looks like. Once you get to the park, go get your first fast pass for the most popular ride that you want to go on. Don't look at anything, just gun it. Typically when you get a fast pass, you can get another fast pass within like 2 hours, I'm pretty sure. If you're gonna go for like 2 days and you wanna go to California Adventure and Disneyland, I would highly recommend you dedicate 1 day to California Adventure and the next day to Disneyland. Don't waste your time hopping from park to park. If you're going from Disneyland to California Adventure, that could take like 35 minutes out of your day, and that is valuable time at Disneyland. And since you're dedicating a day to each one, you don't have to buy the park hopper tickets. So you can just buy normal admission for one park and save some money, and instead spend it on souvenirs and food, because the food is the best. That's a good segue. Food. Eat the food. I can't begin to express how amazing the food at Disneyland is. I will make a video about that at some point. I do not have time to dive into all the different foods. But there is one thing in particular that I really would like to recommend to you, and those are what are called Goofy Glaciers. They're slushies, and you can find them behind the Coca-Cola restaurant on Main Street, Disney. They're pretty affordable, and somehow, through, I don't know, black magic sorcery, they last forever. They're delicious, they're cold, so when it's hot, they're Now, aside from rides, there are also shows. There are things to watch with your eyes. There's so many different things that you can watch, so figure out which one you want to watch the most and prioritize that. And if you've never been to Disneyland, I say you should start with the fireworks show. And finally, I do recommend that you buy something to commemorate this occasion, this vacation of yours, something to just remember it by. I'm a big fan of mementos. There's a lot of things you can buy at Disneyland to commemorate that. There are pins, there are Mickey ears, like that, and my personal favorites are silhouettes. there's a place, it's a Silhouette studio on Main Street, and a guy just sits there and cuts silhouettes out of paper using scissors, and it takes like 10 minutes, and it's incredible. And I think it's such a special little thing to have afterwards to kind of be like, we did that. Okay, that's all I have for you today. There is so much more to think about if you're planning a big trip to Disneyland, but this gives you an idea. I have a lot of friends who also make YouTube videos, and more specifically make a lot of videos about Disneyland. Links to their channels will be in the description down below. I highly recommend you go check them out if you're planning your trip to Disneyland. Search through their channels, see what you can find, and hopefully that helps you, and subscribe to them because they're awesome. Okay, I'm going to go. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you want to do most at Disneyland? Is it Space Mountain? Is it eating a corn dog? Because they are awesome. What is it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, thank you again for watching, and I will see you all next time.